Hi, I'm Priscilla Archangel, and my faith-centered leadership lesson for you today is Business Values Add Value. There was a great interview in a recent issue of Forbes, the November 2012 issue, with Jack Dorsey. And Jack Dorsey is the co-founder of two tech startups who have been wildly successful. One is Twitter, that has probably 500 million users across the globe, tweeting to one another in 140 characters or less. The other is Square, and Square has changed the way transactions occur in many companies, and there's probably over 2 million transactions that take place with Square on a regular basis. And Jack Dorsey started his companies, and he operates them with the business value of serendipity, which means everyone learns by just being around one another. At Square in particular, at the Square headquarters, the office environment is very open. There's a lot of tall tables all around the office environment, and Jack Dorsey spends about 90% of his time with people who don't directly report to him. He spends time with people who are at various other levels in the organization, understanding what they do. He's very approachable. They can just walk up to him and talk to him about anything that they're working on. He also requires that if there's ever a meeting where there's more than 2 people present, that someone has to take minutes and share the minutes of that meeting with everyone else in the organization. And all of these behaviors support his business value of serendipity, again, learning just by being around one another. Well, business values are an important part of developing a business that business founders need to get right from the start when they are developing their business, when they're growing their business. There's a report that says that once you get more than 24 employees in an organization, at that point your business culture is being well defined, and so you really have to get ahead of the game before you get to that point. And really, as a founder of your business, think about the things that you want your business to do, the customers you serve, how you want to communicate with people, how you want to interact with people. And you have to get that down packed early on, so as your business grows and develops, it can be consistent with that. So here's some questions to think about in your developing organization, in your developing business. Maybe it's just your developing community group, but there's some things to get right even in your developing family. Here's some questions. How will my product or service provide value to my customers? And who are my customers? What are my quality standards, and how will I ensure that they are reinforced? What criteria will I use when I decide who to collaborate with or who to do business with? How and what should my employees communicate with one another, and how do we establish our work processes and environment to support that? So think about these things whenever you're starting something, an organization, a business, an initiative, a team, a group. How do you want this group of people to interact with one another? How do you want them to interact with people outside of their normal sphere? What's their service? What's their product? What's their quality standards that they will deliver to others? And make these very clear, make these very outspoken. Communicate this to people as you are considering who to bring into your group, who to bring into your team, who to welcome into your team, because this helps them to get to know you better, and it helps you to get to know them better. So think about your business values. Have a faith-centered leadership day, and thanks for listening.